Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix show. My name is Chris Wong. First, I want to start off about that little peaceful gathering that they're going to have for the extended, or actually the Snyder cut of Justice League gathering at the WB lot in Burbank on a weekend. Now, I'm just really surprised about how much hate and how much of the media has really blown this out of proportion. It is by far no means, just looking through the articles and just looking at what It's Mo on YouTube had said, the way she implies it, it's not even a protest. It's literally a group of people, like-minded individuals who believe in what they're doing could release a Zack Snyder cut, whether it releases or not. These just like-minded people are gonna peacefully gather in front of the WB lot on a weekend when nobody's working, and they're just gonna have one sign for a group photo. That's it. That is it. I don't understand the people who hate on that. They're not hurting anyone. They're not hurting you. They're not hurting me. Is it gonna happen? I don't know, but as long as they're not hurting anyone or themselves, I think it's fine. It's like you're getting mad at people going to the church because they believe in something. It's like you're getting mad at people going to a beach party for a birthday. That's what it really comes down to. This is nothing extravagant. What these media bloggers are saying is no one's marching. No one's actually really protesting. There's only one sign. And they're not allowed to say bad things or even shout or do things like that. Now, if that actually comes to pass and is actually more negative, then fine, yeah. Let's hate on them, but let's get mad about if they try to actually hurt people or do destructive things. But from what it looks like, from what it sounds like it's just a small gathering of group-minded people, like a book club, and that's it. That's really all it comes down to. So there shouldn't be anything anybody would be mad about. Now, a little bit more on Justice League. The Justice League Blu-ray and DVD editions are coming out on March 13th, and I think that's only in America. I could be wrong, but according to Amazon Germany, it seems like there is another edition coming out, and this edition actually has a running time of 2 hours and 15 minutes, 135 minutes. The original theatrical version of Justice League came in at 119 minutes. That means that there's an extra 15 minutes that is actually extended from the theatrical cut. Now, are these the extended scenes that we've been seeing leaked? Is this the Alfred meets the team? Is this the Iris West? Is this the Cyborg origin that we have not seen? If that is in fact true, that means they are working on it. They're actually adding more content to what we've had in the theaters. And I think that is great. I want to see more content. I want to have that original copy, of course, of the theatrical version. Hopefully it's more fixed. But I want to have a little bit more extended. I'm the kind of person who don't like to click on deleted scenes. I don't want deleted scenes. I want an extended version of what we have. I wanted several versions, like I said before. Now, it doesn't look like we're going to get the Zack Snyder cut on the get-go, or if at all. You know, we don't know what's for sure what's going to happen, but for what it looks like, at least we're going to get some kind of extended cut. And I now know a lot of people of you are going to bypass that and totally not get it. I understand. That's up to you. I applaud you for that. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But for me, myself, I am going to get it because I'm a big fan of the current Justice League movie. I'm also a big fan of what could possibly have been cut out. So I'm really eager to see what that is. Speaking of Justice League, Zack Snyder, by the way, there was an American Film Institute that held its AFI Awards this afternoon, and one of the movies that was recognized as the top 10 movies of 2017 was Wonder Woman. And lo and behold, Zack Snyder was there, as he was the producer and he also co-wrote Wonder Woman, received an award, and he showed off his AFI award on his Vero channel. So as you see here, so that is great. It's great to see that all the turmoil and all the negativity, including his daughter passing in last year, at least he got something positive out of last year, and it was being recognized. Now on to Disney Marvel. This came in today. X-Men producer Lauren Schuler Donner, I don't know if she's related to Richard Donner or not, but she has been credited for the X-Men franchise. In fact, she also worked with Kevin Feige on the X-Men franchise. She was asked by Rotten Tomatoes about whether a crossover of X-Men and Avengers would ever happen, and this is what she had to say. She said, "Sure, why not? Look, it's 18 months away until they actually get together, so who knows? For me, I think Disney CEO Bob Iger is one of the smartest men in the country. Walt Disney Studios chairman Alan Horn's an old friend. Kevin Feige was my intern and assistant, and then my associate producer on the first X-Men. Kevin and I started X-Men together. So for me, if we work with Kevin, I'm happy." As you all know, Kevin Feige started with there. He even actually had the idea that Hugh Jackman should look like how Hugh Jackman looks like in the X-Men universe with the hair going up. So he has a little bit of that in the X-Men universe. And then of course, we all know that because Marvel and Fox has gotten together and they've got the X-Men back, they've got Fantastic Four back, we all know, come on, we all know that they're going to cross over. Kevin Feige has this huge board that he's been meaning to bust out ever since that acquisition. He says, well, this is what we had to work with before. We've got Inhumans, that didn't work out. Chuck, I'm finally got mutants on my shoulder and I'm gonna use them. And man, my friend and I, we've been fanboying, and I don't really know too much about the Marvel universe. I'm more of a DC fan, but I've liked the movies that we have. I've enjoyed the Marvel movies that we had now, including the Fox movies, and it fathoms in my mind that we're actually get some giant crossovers like this. Imagine the ending of Avengers 3. Imagine at the end of Infinity War, all the Avengers are lost, Iron Man's down in the dumps, Captain America's on the ground, Thor is knocked out, everybody's down, and all of a sudden Doctor Strange had figured out something early on in the movie, comes back at the end, and he says out, "Thanos, I've come to bargain." And Thanos turns around and there's this huge group of people behind Doctor Strange. You've got Deadpool, you've got X-Men, you've got the Wolverine coming out, you've got Fantastic Four, you got the original Guardians of the Galaxy, Sylvester Stallone. They're all there behind him. Cut. And it has the Avengers theme. Dun, 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 bum, bum, and it just pans back. Avengers 4 coming soon. Avengers 4, Phase 4, Fantastic Four. It's all in the cards. So wow, would that happen? That would be a great, because you need that hook to Avengers 4. What if that's a giant hook, if anything? It's not just going to be a downer, but it's going to be a giant hook leading into Avengers 4. That would be pretty awesome. I don't know. I'd be pretty stoked seeing that in the movie theater. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. Now I'm setting myself up for failure. Oh my god. So Marvel's working out. What may not be working out for Disney is Star Wars The Last Jedi. Of course, it made $1.1 billion so far. That is an incredible feat, but there has been a lot of divisiveness, and it looks like they can't count on China to get it up to the $2 billion movie franchise. Of course, China didn't really care for Star Wars anyway, but a lot of people were saying, look, it didn't come out in China, watch it grow, watch this, watch that. But well, this is the actual thing. This is coming from Twitter at China Box Office. They said, so The Last Jedi earned just 62 million yuan, which equates to 9.5 million US dollars on opening day, including midnights. Well below both The Force Awakens, who earned 212 million yuan Chinese currency, and Rogue One 72 million yuan. Word of mouth is dismal and worse than the previous films, and the total Last Jedi could fail to even reach $40 million US total. Now in comparison, Justice League made over 100 million total, but let's not let's not go there. But that is what it is. I mean, I guess China doesn't care for it. I mean, they don't care for the lore. Star Wars is mostly an American thing anyway. But for people who were hoping China would get that Last Jedi up to the $2 billion mark, I'm sorry, I think it's not going to go there. There could be an upsurge in other countries for sure, including America. But let's see about that. What is the weekend forecast? This is coming from Box Office Pro. The weekend forecast for this weekend is Jumanji is going to top at number 1 with a negative 36% from last weekend, which is phenomenal. Usually you wanted to get it below 50% and not go over that. So their 3-day weekend is going to come in at 32 million. Star Wars The Last Jedi is going to be number 2 with a whopping negative 52% at a 25 million 3-day weekend run. Then comes the newest movie, Insidious The Last Key, 16.8 million. That's not bad for a horror movie. Horror movie franchises are really good. They're keeping the low budget but gaining a lot of momentum in the movie theaters. Negative 33% for Greatest Showman. Then finally Pitch Perfect 3, negative 51%, $8 million. There's going to be a lot of movie theaters open this weekend. There's a ton of movies in the theaters and everything's going to be spread out. But we'll see how The Last Jedi performs. It has been underperforming as of late. $220 million lower than The Force Awakens day by day. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. It still made $1.1 billion. It already made the $1 billion bracket. Disney doesn't really, I think Disney doesn't really care at this point. It might not be performing like they thought it would, but Episode 9 is still coming out. They're still making, including the solo Star Wars story. So we'll see what happens there. Let's see what J.J. Abrams does with Episode 9. Is he gonna actually retcon some of the material in Last Jedi? I kind of hope so, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, what did you guys think about the possible Justice League extended cut? Do you think it's gonna be an extended cut or something else entirely? Did they get the runtime wrong? What do you guys think about the XMEN Avengers crossover? Do you think we're gonna actually see something as soon as Avengers Infinity War, or we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, like she said, 18 months? And what do you think about Last Jedi kind of bombing in China, or to a lot of people it is, but not performing as expected in China and not underperforming what they expected in China? Or do you not care at this point? Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.